Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Spesh, and in this video we are going to be talking about the brand new Call of Duty game that is coming out in 2021. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're still right in the middle of Cold War, and, well, you're right. But there are some very interesting things about Call of Duty 2021 that honestly kind of affect what's going on inside of Cold War right now. And a couple of these things are huge for the future of zombies. Call of Duty is absolutely changing the game when it comes to how they are producing their games and how they are basically going to be doing content from here on out. So stick around because there is some really juicy stuff in here. But before we get into that, guys, if you guys are enjoying all the content that we've had coming out recently, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. You guys have been insane with the subscriptions as well as the comments and the likes and the watch time and all that good stuff. You guys are absolutely insane, and it's a huge motivation for me, and I appreciate that from all of you. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. So if you watched my last video about Richtofen inside of Black Ops Cold War, we talked about a couple different pieces of intel inside of the game. Now, one of these pieces of intel, which is probably going to end up being like the most important intel in Call of Duty history, this intel says that at the end of World War II, the Nazis sent in a Nazi army into the Dark Aether at Project End Station. And I don't really think that Requiem or Omega or anyone really knows that, but I think there are a select few that do. Now, I'm not going to flesh out everything I said in that Richtofen video, so if you do want to watch it, I will leave a link down in the description below as well as a card up here if you want to check that video out first. But basically, the idea was that this Nazi army being sent into the Dark Aether was to hopefully be pulled out at a later date, once people figured out how to access the Dark Aether at a very specific point. And very clearly, Omega did that, since we were able to access the Dark Aether and pull Samantha out at a specific point. Now, how does this all tie in with Call of Duty 2021, you ask? Well, rumor has it that Call of Duty 2021, which is supposedly now being produced by Sledgehammer once again, rumor has it that this is going to be like an alternate reality World War II game. And now I know what you're thinking, World War II, we've been through it a million times, yada yada yada. True, however, we haven't been through it quite like this. In this version, the Nazis come back out of the Dark Aether and they rule once again. Now, as we know from Modern Warfare, Call of Duty basically merged the two games. There is a ton of crossover between Modern Warfare and Cold War at this point. Obviously, we have Warzone, we have some characters in there as well. And we also know that multiplayer and zombies and campaign, and even at this point, Warzone, they're trying to kind of mesh it all together into one specific game. Whether you like it or not, that is what's happening. Seeing as how we can play zombies on multiplayer maps, we have zombies inside of Warzone, we had zombies Easter eggs inside of the campaign, we have campaign members as members of like Requiem and within Weaver and whatnot. All of this stuff is blending together into one sort of like glorified thing, and again, whether you like it or not, that's what's happening. So we already saw a crossover of basically Modern Warfare to Cold War, where a lot of things are bleeding through, and I fully expect that to happen with this new Call of Duty game. And as we've seen in the past, having a good Call of Duty story, let's take for example Black Ops 3. Like the great story of Black Ops 3 for zombies, it was amazing. And then they go and just completely throw a monkey wrench in the story and then have Infinite Warfare come out and Zombies in Spaceland and all that stuff. The fact of the matter is, since the stories weren't really that like fleshed out and it wasn't like a one straight story, people are getting confused. And I don't think that's the way it's gonna go anymore. Think about it like this. In the Star Wars franchise, especially with the newer movies, you had movies being produced by J.J. Abrams as well as Rian Johnson, and they would play off of each other to produce the next movie. And I'm assuming parts of that is what's going to happen with the next iteration of Call of Duty Zombies. So what I'm saying is, even though the next game is going to be produced by Sledgehammer, there's really good reason to believe that we're still going to be seeing like Samantha and all of them and different members of like Requiem and Omega. We're still going to be seeing these same kind of ideas bled into that new game. And if the next game is exactly what it sounds like, and it's like an alternate reality thing where the Nazis won or the Nazis return, then using the Dark Aether as a way to basically hold the Nazis in there until they can come back out is a genius way for them to do that. Obviously, the game Cold War is set in the 1980s, and there is a rumor floating around that Call of Duty 2021 will be set in the 1950s, but I mean, that's again just a rumor. So it's incredibly possible that the whole culmination of what we're doing inside of Cold War Zombies leads up to, at the very end, the Nazis coming out of the Dark Aether, the entire Nazi army that's in there coming out of the Dark Aether. And then just like that's like the end of the Easter egg cutscene, and then just boom, 2021 Call of Duty Zombies title, like right there, like they reveal it right then. That would be such a good way for them to do it. And if it is going to be a alternate reality World War II, then this fits perfectly for that new game. Now, obviously, Sledgehammer is going to kind of do things their own way, and they already did World War II Zombies once, so they're gonna have to kind of mesh it together. But it really does feel like all of this is leading up to the reveal of Call of Duty 2021 being the new World War II Zombies mode. Now, as for how the campaign is going to play in with that, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if they're just going to only make the zombies part make sense for that, and then like in the campaign, like they'll have hints at that, and then like of the Nazis coming back through the Dark Aether, but really it'll just be like kind of like basically, you know, everyone against Germany again in World War II. I don't exactly know how it's going to work, obviously, but with the way that it sounds like, with Richthofen possibly coming back as well, it sounds like the Third Reich is going to be alive and well in the next iteration of Call of Duty. It's also possible that Richthofen and Valentina make their way into Call of Duty 2021 as well, especially seeing as how it sounds like at least Valentina is a big part of this plan to resurrect the Nazi agenda. Again, whether or not we're going to see Richthofen, who really knows, although he was a Nazi doctor, so there's a lot of different ways we could see him. And based on, again, some stuff from Intel and whatnot, again, I won't go into it. You can go watch that video if you would like. It sounds like Richthofen is coming back, and I hope that is the case. If you guys are excited for Call of Duty 2021, please like this video and subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comments if this story floats your boat, if this story sounds incredible. I love the direction that Call of Duty is going. I hope you do too. I hope this video made your guys' day better. If it did, don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll see you soon.